opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's McLeod. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So NC State's offense will have the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the...
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Minnesota's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got it in the middle. It's Lanier. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's McLeod. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
This time they'll go to the running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Glenn. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point.
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take it.
Just keeps moving. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, going RPO in that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. And he takes off running when no one's there. Now,
he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
you can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Lanier. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Rides to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's McLeod. Quickly complete. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Got the back over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Finds his man down the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away, so his eyes come down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Bearcats tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Bailey. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Can they catch him? Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McLeod. And that's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He might want another play. On third down, he drops the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Glenn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need...
Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
And the Golden Gophers will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Throws to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. To throw, it's Bailey. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota has it back and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to... with this offense to really be productive, and last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to Davis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to...
There he goes! They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense. But
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. The short hands. It's Boston. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fakes to grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what?
A shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wilson to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Setting up the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The give out of the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive.
Touchdown, Minnesota! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, partner. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They feed him again. Breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.